Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudire Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshri Mugam Pati Vachalam Bangam Langere Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Deenadarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhudale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Nidinamini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Vishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatharine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay, so this is about the 1.1.3, the third sloka, invitation to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the Prayojana part, the goal. Okay, why should we read Bhagavatam, or why is Bhagavatam the topmost, or why is it so sweet, or why even liberated souls? You can see Shukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul. Just by his appearance, how do you say he is a liberated soul? Any pastime you remember to show that, yes, Shukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul? Anybody?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Radhika.
Yeah, so he was Shukadeva Goswami.
Your voice is so low. Your voice is low.
Can you hear me now?
Still slow. Low.
Okay, I'll check.
Yeah, Deepti Mataji. What was it?
Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Mataji, he never wanted to come out of the womb also. I mean,
that is. How does that say that he's a liberated soul?
He knew about the miseries of this material world because he was so transcendently inclined that he always wanted to just recite the names, the glories, and the pastimes of the Lord. So that way.
In that case, even Hiranyakashipu was in their mother's womb for 100 years. Shukadeva Goswami was just for 16 years. So he knows about the material world, that's fine. But Sarita Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Mataji, because the moment he came up, it's me or other Sarita Mataji?
What?
Mataji, it's me or the other Sarita Mataji?
Who raised your hand? Sarita Kapoor, you raised.
Yeah. Mataji, because the moment he came out, he knew the whole Bhagavatam. He knew that this world is a place of misery, and he has to take. He was liberated, and he didn't want to live in this material world.
Okay, Radhika Mataji, let's hear from her.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. So Shukadeva Goswami ran out of his house, basically. He did not want to stay in his house because he was thinking Maya will catch, and he went to the forest. So on the way to the forest, there were women bathing in the water body, and but none of them were bothered to cover themselves when Shukadeva Goswami passed through. But yes, behind him, his father Vyasadeva was also running behind, and when Vyasadeva passed through, all of them became conscious to cover themselves. So that means, that shows that Shukadeva Goswami is so liberated, they were not even bothered. He will anyway not get attracted to us. He will anyway not even discriminate between women's body and male's body. But Vyasadeva was a grihastha, so that is one proof that he is liberated.
Yeah, so Vyasadeva is also Krishna. Also a liberated soul, but the thing is, he was a grihastha, right? So this was a pastime to prove, like when Shukadeva Goswami was running away. Okay, as Mata said, the females who was taking bath half dressed, they didn't even feel like covering themselves. You see, like for example, a child comes, a very small child comes, he or she doesn't even know the sexual difference, right? They are very innocent. They don't have any karma or lust in them. So even if there is a child in front of you, even if you don't feel uncomfortable, but in that same place, if there is a matured man there, then you become conscious of your dressing and everything as a female. So, but then all these females were not, because Shukadeva Goswami, even though he was 16 years old, like a youth, still, like looking at them, they didn't feel anything. They didn't feel ashamed also, because he was a liberated. He was not distinguishing with the bodily aspect. But then with Vyasadeva is Krishna only, Krishna Dvaipana Vyas. But even when he came, he was a grihastha. Because of that, it is said that they covered themselves. So this proves, yes, one thing, as you all said, yes, he was knowing about the Maya and all everything, and he knows Bhagavatam also, right? He was hearing it from his mother's womb also inside. That's fine. He's the parrot of Radharani, all that. But the pastime to prove that he's a liberated soul is this. And also another thing is, he is ravishing Srimad Bhagavatam. You can see here, right? It says that Parikshit Maharaj's birth and death both are glorious. Because when Parikshit Maharaj was about to appear, Krishna went into Uttara's womb and then protected. So it is more about Krishna described, right? About the appearance of Parikshit Maharaj. During his disappearance also, more of Bhagavatam is spoken. So less of him. So it's very glorious to about Parikshit Maharaj. Shukadeva Goswami, on the other hand, he came just to speak Srimad Bhagavatam. So today we'll see why Srimad Bhagavatam became so sweet. Why is that people relish Srimad Bhagavatam? Sanatana Goswami, when he became so old, he used to read Srimad Bhagavatam and carry it and do Govardhan Parikrama. Right? And what happened? Not able to, link is not working. Rakshita Mother, can you reset the link? Something happened.
Yes, we'll check, Mataji.
Just check. Huh? So here is inviting, or Shukadeva Goswami is inviting all of us to release Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the Prayojana part. So Prabhupada says, Prabhupada Uvacha, all the devotees connected with the Krishna conscious movement must read all the books that have been translated, including Chaitanya Chidamrita, Bhagavatam, Gita and others. Otherwise, after some time, they will simply eat, sleep, fall down from their position. Thus, they will miss the opportunity to attain an eternal blissful life of transcendental pleasure. So fall down in the sense, we'll be chanting 16 rounds, the quality won't be good. Quantity is fine, every day you're doing 16, but then the quality of japa won't be good. But if you keep reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, then Prabhupada says, we can have a blissful life of transcendental pleasure. So make it a habit every day. Just make it a habit that you're going to, every day keep checking. Before you sleep, keep checking. Okay, I finished my rounds. Did I hear a little about Prabhupada? Like from Prabhupada, did I hear at least 2 minutes lecture of Prabhupada? I keep checking. When you're about to sleep, just see whether you finished your rounds, 16 rounds. You heard Srila Prabhupada today, or you read his books. At least 1 or 2 slokas. Any sloka, any purport. Bhagavatam is like a sugar candy. You can taste it from any side. Just recollect and every day make that these 3 things are done. So the third sloka is very important sloka. It says, Nikamakalpatarur galitam palam shukabgadamritatrava samyutam vipada bhagavatam rasamalayam muhur aho rasika bhuvipahavukam Nikamakalpatarur galitam phalam. What is kalpa? Kalpataru means what?
Banyan tree.
Desire tree, Mataji.
Desire
Desire
tree.
tree.
One
tree.
who fulfills the
What
desire.
do you mean by desire tree?
Whatever you wish
Fulfills
from
all
that
the
tree, you can
desires.
get it.
Yeah, that
And
means
if
you
you
get
get your desire from that tree, you will get that fruit. If you
Yeah,
want
any-
variety.
Anything you desire.
any fruit you can desire, right, from that tree. But in this one, so in Goloka, it is what? Chinta mani pragarasal madhu kalpa vriksha. So kalpa vriksha, it's full of desire tree. And vancha kalpataru pesya, we say, no? The Vaishnavas are also like desire tree. So kalpataru, it's like desire tree. I mean, desire tree like kalpataru vriksha. Galitam phalam. There is a desire tree and the most ripened fruit. The Srimad Bhagavatam. Let's imagine a mango tree and the topmost mango is so ripe. There is no seed inside, there is no peel outside. Just imagine a mango like that. There's so many varieties. Mangoes are the king of fruits, no? So many varieties are there of mangoes, Alphonse, and this. And when you see there's no seed inside and no peel outside, there's nothing to throw. You can just drink it. So similarly, Srimad Bhagavatam, nothing to be wasted. If you think, oh, preface, introduction is a waste, or as in Bhagavad Gita, the chapter 1, there's no philosophical thing in chapter 1. But does that mean it's not important? No, it is, right? So in every part of the scriptures is very important. So it's a Galitam phalam. It is the ripened fruit of all Vedic literatures. It's a cream, right? Why do you see cream? Say it's the cream. What is the specialty of cream of the milk? They say Bhagavatam is a cream. Now, why is it compared to cream? Said
It's a
Saridhar Mother-
purified form.
purified. Okay.
It takes away all the quality of the milk in itself. I mean,
Yeah.
that
So
is-
the cream has the best quality or the best protein part. It's rich, it's very nutritious, and also, right, you can make butter out of it, ghee and all that. So it's a cream. So cream means the essence. If all the Vedic literatures are like milk and you churn it and then the cream comes up. No, that thing is that is what Srimad Bhagavatam is, and it is very palatable, nourishable, and it is relished. Okay, but what happens to Bhagavatam is Shuka Mugat Amrita Drava Samhita. Now this is very important. Shukadev Goswami is a parrot of Radharani. You know that story, right? How he became the parrot. Now, what will happen to a fruit if it is bitten by a parrot?
It becomes more
It
sweet.
becomes more sweeter.
Becomes very
Why?
sweet.
Sweeter.
Why?
Because parrot only goes and plucks the fruit which is the sweetest. Otherwise, the parrot will leave that particular fruit.
That is the psychological part. What about the physiology? What's the science behind it?
It gives some sweet essence in the mouth.
By
Huh?
its beak, it uses
Yeah,
It
something
releases some.
some special rasa is put into the fruit, maybe because of the.
It's just a bird. How can it put some rasayan inside? What is happening when a bird bites the fruit? Now, there is a pectin layer. Anyone knows about botany? Like there is a pectin layer around the fruit, and then when you break it, it enhances sweetening. Normally, to enhance the sweetness. So this parrot, as you said, the parrot knows which fruit is the ripened one. Krishna gives, as Paramatma gives its intelligence to go, and then it bites that fruit, and that is the psychological part. But actually, what happens is the pectin layer is broken and the sweetness is enhanced. So since Srimad Bhagavatam came through the lotus lips of Shukamukha, Mukha means the lips of Shukadeva Goswami, the face, lotus face, Amrita Dravas, it becomes more sweeter. Okay, like so that's why Srimad Bhagavatam is. So when Shukadeva Goswami was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasdev, Narad Muni, all were there in the audience. Okay, so they also wanted to hear from Shukadeva Goswami because he's parrot of Radharani. So who else can? But then Shukadeva Goswami hided Radharani's name. No, in whole Bhagavatam you won't see Radharani's name. Why Shukadeva Goswami, who's a parrot of Radharani, hiding Radharani's name?
He may become
ecstatic. Yeah, ecstatic.
So
when he hears Radharani's.
Yeah, we'll take raised hands. Yes, Rakshita.
Yeah, Mataji, when he hears Radharani's name, he becomes extra ecstatic. And but Parikshit Maharaj has only 7 days, so he needs to finish learning Bhagavatam. Otherwise, he's going to incomplete. He will die even before hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So if he goes into ecstasy, he will go to Goloka only. So that's why he never takes Radharani's name.
So he got into ecstasy, in the sense he become unconscious, right? And that's one thing. So do you think Radharani's name was never spoken in Bhagavatam? Where did he speak? In which way Radharani's name is come? Radha Vallabh Mataji?
I don't remember, but it is mentioned in 10th Canto, Radharani's name. But it is being not taken straight away. It is.
What is the word used?
Covered. I don't remember.
Anyone else remember? 2 places it is used actually. Okay, so when you say Shri Shuga Uvaja, you've seen now some sloka starts like that. Shri Shuga Uvaja. Who is Shri? Shri is Radharani. Shri is Lakshmi Devi, actually, the expansion of Radharani. So Shri Shuga Uvaja. Shri Shuga means Shri is Radharani. Okay, that is it. So Shri Mandir, if you go to Barsana, you can see so many Shri Mandir. That is Radharani's Mandir. So Radharani is parrot. That is Shri Shuga. So it's again covered. And also it is said Aradita. In the sense, it is said that Aradito, somebody who worships Krishna all the time. She's the best among all the devotees, right? Aradito. Aradito yadi hari tapasya tatakim. Naradito yadi hari tapasya tatakim. They said Aradito yadi hari tapasya tatakim. If you Aradito yadi hari, if you worship Krishna, tapasya tatakim. Why do you want to do tapasya? Naradito yadi hari, if you don't want to worship Krishna, tapasya tatakim. Why you are doing tapasya? No use of your tapasya. Shrama eve kevalam. It's just out of topic. So here it is said, it came through the Shukadeva Goswami's mouth, so it became more sweeter. Like, for example, like any music or anything, if it is sung, or a Bhagavad Gita sloka, if it is sung by a small child or recited, it becomes more sweet. No, we relish it more sweet because they are so innocent and they chant in a very innocent way. So Shukadeva Goswami, who's a parrot of Radharani, very innocently was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. It became double sweet. It became more sweeter to hear. And what should we do? Pipata Bhagavata Rasamalayam. Pipata, you have to drink Srimad Bhagavatam. Through what? Through what should we drink Srimad Bhagavatam?
By
Yes.
ears, by listening.
Years, no? By years, yeah. So by years, you have to lend your ears to Srimad Bhagavatam. Pipata Bhagavata Rasamalayam. Rasamalayam, it's full of sweetness, it's nectar. And aho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. So you have to enjoy that particular rasa. So this is what the prayojana, the goal of life is actually. Okay. So, oh expert and thoughtful men, relish Srimad Bhagavatam, the mature fruit of the desired tree of Vedic literature. Mature it is. Why do you call this mature fruit? Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, because Vyasadeva composed a lot of things before composing Srimad Bhagavatam. He did not like Puranas, Mahabharata and all that. He never got satisfied. He was not happy and he was depressed. So then Narad Muni came and instructed him, you've composed a lot of things, but the actual essence is not being conveyed in any of these compositions. So then he got instructions by Narad Muni to compose something that narrates the that describes the Lord and narrates the pastimes of the Lord, and that's how he composed Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is the matured fruit. It directly talks about the Lord.
That's fine, but still how it's matured. Deepti Mataji.
Because Mataji, I mean, the same thing, like he wrote it in his full maturity, like he had already
That's the point. He wrote it in his full maturity. Okay. Yes, he wrote when, as Mother said, that's right, when Narad Muni came, all that, he finished all the other scriptures. But then that time, he was in his maturity, in the sense, when you are in Krishna consciousness, first you are neophyte, and then you take initiation, then slowly, okay, second initiation. After so many years of service, then you say he's a mature devotee. In the sense, a little mature, in the sense senior. So he was writing scriptures, and after his maturity, he started writing Srimad Bhagavatam. Shri Hari Priya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, and also previously Vyasadeva had written all the Vedantas and Upanishads and Vedant Sutras, and finally he pulled out the juice from everything and squeezed it, and that is how the thing, it was a matured output, a product of that in his later ages as per Naradji's instructions.
Yes, so Bhagavatam is actually the commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. It's a commentary. Okay, so it emanated from the lips of Sri Shukadeva Goswami. So it is said Sri. See, not everyone will understand this. Sri is actually Radharani's Shuka. Okay, Radharani's Shri is for Radharani. Therefore, this fruit has become even more tasteful. Although its nectar and juice is already relishable for all, including liberated souls. So even liberated souls relish it. Like last time I shared that story of Lord Shiva and Parvati. Right, in that Kerala temple, how they were relishing Srimad Bhagavatam. So even liberated souls relish Srimad Bhagavatam, and it became more tasteful, right? But just because it came from the lips of Sri Shukadeva Goswami. So Nikama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Shuka Mukad Amrita Drava Samhitam Pipata Bhagavata Brasamalaya Bhur Aho Rasika Bhuvi Bhavukha. A very easy sloka to understand. Once you understand the meaning, it's very easy. Okay, so it's Kalpataru, it's a desire tree of all the Vedic literatures. So Kalpataru means desire tree, and it has the potency to fulfill one's desire. But what desire? Not material, spiritual. Okay, so how many of you had gone to Siddha Bakul? You can raise a digital hand. Siddha Bakul. No? In Jagannath Puri? Siddha Bakul is a place where Haridas Thakur sat under that tree and chanted 3 lakhs holy name. Only Rakshita Mataji? Okay. So, yeah, that place, if you have gone, did you tie the one thread-like thing they gave? Any of you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Mataji.
Sarida Mataji tried. Okay, you don't say what it is, but did that desire come true? Not yet?
I think it will take time, Mataji.
Take time.
It will take
Okay.
time.
Okay. And what about Radhika Mataji?
I didn't tie, Mataji.
Oh, you didn't
I
tie.
didn't
Oh.
know the significance, so I didn't
Yeah.
tie.
So even when I was about to come, I didn't believe in all these things. But then Atul Krishna Prabhu's daughter-in-law was there. So she was tied. And she told me that it is okay if you have spiritual desire, you can do, but not material. So what did I do? Okay, I also thought, okay, let me also try something. And within a few weeks, that desire came true. I didn't expect, it was impossible for that desire to come, but that was not material, it was spiritual, it was completely spiritual desire. But then I felt like it was like that because that tree, the significance of that tree is it is hollow. If you go and see the bark of the tree, there is nothing in it, nothing. The whole tree is like hollow, but still it is so green. And I don't know how the photosynthesis, everything is happening. The roots are there, fine, but then there is no flesh inside. What do you say? That bark. No, it's only the outside thing, and half of it is like kind of dried up, and the other thing is flourished so much. So that tree, it's not a normal tree, it's Vaishnava again, because a pure devotee have sat behind underneath it and chanted 3 lakhs holy name. So we were chanting one round there, and the energy is so good there. Okay, so like a desire tree, this Bhagavatam is like that. Means whatever spiritual desires you have, it will fulfill it. It will fulfill only spiritual. Both material necessities and spiritual realization can be fulfilled, but material necessities just come. A devotee doesn't have to go and ask Krishna to give us our daily bread. So once Prabhupada was saying, like some people went to the church and they prayed, give us our daily bread. No, they say, no, they pray like that. So they came out and the political party people were standing outside and they asked, did you get bread? You prayed for bread, no? Did you get bread? No. So we will supply you bread. So we are God and there's no God. We are the one who's supplying you. So actually, who's inspiring that political people to give the bread? And from where did they get the bread? Okay, the bakery people, all of them, they did. But then how did the ingredients come? How did everything Krishna supplies, right? But through somebody. So Yoga Kshema Mahamiham, material necessities are fulfilled, but you don't have to really ask for it. Then your bhakti becomes impure. There's no Anya Abhilashita Shunya, right? Who knows that verse? You all finished Bhakti Shastri? Nectar of devotion.
Can I recite?
Anya Bhyaticha Shunyam Gyan Karmadi Anavritam.
Yes.
Krishna
Anukulyena Krishnanu Bhaktiruttama.
Yes, Anukulene Krishna Shinabha. So Anya Abhilashita, that is called pure devotional service. That no other desire but to serve Krishna. Knowledge covering all areas to keep the body and soul together. So it gives the knowledge not only for the soul, even for the to keep our body fit. And gradual rising to the spiritual platform. Bhagavatam helps to increase our spiritual consciousness. Okay, Yavan Artha Udapane Sarvada Sampluto. Okay, Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu Dhamanasya Vijanitaha. All purposes served by small well can at once be served by great reservoir of water. Similarly, all purpose of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind it. So Bhagavatam is enough. One book, Srimad Bhagavatam, is enough actually to cross. There's one joke. So just imagine all of you are having a big flood, a tsunami or something here. And then you can't take anything from your house except the 3 books, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. One copy you have. So I had only those 3 books and you took it and ran outside the house. The whole house is like, everything is drowned. And then you climbed a tree, you are on the top of the tree. And the water is just filling. You have the 3 books. And it's almost like you're drowning. And you have to let go in one book. Which book will you let go? Okay, put in the chat. Which book will you let go? 3 books you have. Okay, all of you should participate. Okay, let me close the chat to host. Now, message to the host. You have Bhagavatam, first canto, then Chaitanya Charitamrita, 1 book, and Bhagavad Gita. Oh, first canto is a little heavy. Any other 12th canto, it's very small. So, which book will you let go? Okay, 1 person got it right. What about others? You have to give away 1 book because you're almost drowned. You're just holding the books like this and you're almost drowning. Just type. It's okay if you go wrong. It's nice answer. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, most of you are right. Bhagavad Gita, right? So Bhagavad Gita, you're going to let go. Why? Because Bhagavad Gita is a life manual. Anyway going to die. What will you do with your life manual? I mean, Bhagavad Gita is like Patram Pushpam Phalam. When Krishna says, offer me a leaf, water, fruit, we should be alive to offer. No, it's like Bhagavad Gita is a life manual. It has to be applied in life. Otherwise, it's just theory. So anyway, you're not going to apply it. Okay, let go, Bhagavad Gita, let go. Okay. Now, so you're almost safe now. But then again, after a few minutes, again the water is rising, and again you have to let go the next book. So which will you let go? The second book, which will you? Okay. No, some of you are wrong. Half of you are wrong, half of you are right. Yeah, Bhagavatam. You let go Bhagavatam. Okay. Because again, Bhagavatam is what to apply in life, and also the pastimes of the different devotees of the Lord. You can't relish Srimad Bhagavatam. You're almost like in the stage of drowning, dying, right? And then finally you have Chaitanya Charitamrita, and that one book actually it has Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Those who have read Chaitanya Charitamrita knows it is a PhD study. Okay, so this question was put forward by Bhakti Saraswati, and he says that one book, that's Chaitanya Charitamrita, is enough actually. But for us, because we go to that level, for us, Srimad Bhagavatam serves all the purpose. But if you see Chaitanya Charitamrita, it has Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam slokas and everything there. Okay, so Srila Prabhupada writes in the purpose, the first para, he's glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam and how to respect and receive it. Actually, in Bhadra Purnima or somewhere, you have to keep Bhagavatam in your altar and worship. Actually, Bhagavatam is none other than Krishna himself, right? It's the first two cantos are the lotus feet of the Lord. And as you go up, the whole Bhagavatam is actually literally incarnation of the Lord. So he's glorifying Srimad Bhagavatam, right? So Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Swarupa. He is none other than Radharani and Krishna together. And we have to respect and receive it. And in the second para, he describes about Vedas as the fulfilling tree, spiritual desires, and different rasas is being explained. Yeah, so if you donate Bhagavatam on that Bhadra Purnima day, it is said that we definitely go back to Godhead. So it's very important, Bhagavatam donation, and also distribution is very important. And there is different rasas as explained in the next para. And qualification of Shukadeva Goswami, right? Shukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul. We have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a liberated soul. Then Prabhupada says, you can see Krishna in every pages of Bhagavatam. You will be able to see Krishna in every pages of Bhagavatam if you hear Bhagavatam with rapt attention from the right person, like a liberated soul like Shukadeva Goswami. So Shukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul from birth, and he didn't have to undergo any purification process. Didn't have to undergo any purification, already a liberated soul. And it also describes about how to receive Srimad Bhagavatam. It's important of following the disciplic succession and danger of hearing from professional reciters. What will happen if you hear from professional reciters? Did you attend any Bhagavad Saptah, anything happening, especially in my place and all? It happens for 7 days. Because 7 days is the time which Parikshit Maharaj had, no? So 7 days. So first itself, they start with Rasalim. They go to the 10th canto and they start explaining about Krishna. And Prabhupada says they were crying during the Rasalila explanation. And immediately after Bhagavatam class, he was smoking a cigarette. Prabhupada's like, what kind of, he's a professional reciter. He is just waiting for money. And they have a tie-up with the temple that this many days I'll have the saptah and so much profit for me, so much fame. And they have this Rukmini Swayamvar on that day, many donate sari and this. They have this Sudama's pastime, again, a lot of money making. So it's just becoming a profession now. It's just business, right? But then Prabhupada says it's Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, right? Nityam, every day. That's why we have Srimad Bhagavatam class. Any part of the world you go, 8 a.m. of that particular time, particular place, standard time. If you say, see, 8 a.m., there will be a Srimad Bhagavatam class in that temple. Unless it's a small Namahata or a small satsang or anything. There only Sundays they have. But otherwise, every temple has Srimad Bhagavatam classes happening. Why? Because Prabhupada wanted Nityam Bhagavata Seva. So if you hear from a professional reciter, what will happen? We hear from a professional person.
You will not get any bhakti.
Yeah, there's no bhakti there. Okay. And then whatever
And
we
our
have,
spiritual life may be ruined.
yeah, so whatever devotional thing we have, that is lost. So that's why Prabhupada, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also warns us, right?
Mayavadi Bhashya.
Sunile Hoya Sarvanash. Yeah.
Sarvanash.
So if you hear from a Mayavadi, so Hoya Sarvanash, all your spiritual growth will get destroyed. And Avaishnava Mukadirnam Putam Harikatamritam Shravanam Naiva Kartavyam Sarpotishta Yada Avaishnava Mukha. Professional reciters may not be Vaishnavas, may not be devotees. So when you hear from Avaishnava Mukadirnam Putam Harikatamritam, even though it's Harikata, it becomes poisonous. Sarpotishta Yadapaya, like a poisonous snake touches the milk, the whole milk becomes poison. Okay, so we should not hear from Avaishnava. Yeah, his own ideas. He just start interpreting in his own way, and that's very dangerous to hear from professional reciters. And once you understand, you misunderstand Krishna, then it's difficult to understand him correctly. So that's why you should not jump to the 10th canto fast. You should know about creation. You should know about how great Krishna is and all his opulences and everything. Then you slowly go to the 10th canto. Till then you can read a Krishna book and all, but it's always better to go systematically. So it's called the mature fruit of the desired tree of Vedic literatures. You can see Vyasadeva compiling. And Srimad Bhagavatam is Galitam Phalam. It's a ripened fruit. And it's a cream of all Vedic knowledge. It's cream. Because the cream is that which is the essence of all the Vedic literature. So it's the Galitam Phalam, the ripened fruit. And you know, as a ripened fruit cannot be put down in a stick or a stone. It has to be plucked and transferred from one person to another. That's called disciplic succession. That's called parampara system. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshio vido. Bhagavad Gita says, right? So one person on the top plucks it, gives to the second person, third person, and finally it comes to you. It's as it is. It's not broken or it's not altered. So that's how Srimad Bhagavatam should come in disciplic succession. How Vyasadeva wrote Srimad Bhagavatam, it was his mature realization there. At his maturity. As you all said, yes, he compiled all the scriptures and there was no bhakti or about Krishna explained completely. So exclusively, so he is Krishna himself, right? He's just showing us by example that it's very important to have a spiritual master. So Narad Muni comes and gives his advice. It's a natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. Like there is Vedanta Sutras like Anado Brahma Jignasa, Jalmadhyasayata, Anandamaya Vyasa. These are all small sutras. We can expand on this. That is Bhagavad. So you know how Prabhupada writes the purports. We all see the purports. Sometimes we skip and all. Prabhupada doesn't translate the whole or thing at the stretch. He has a dictaphone given by Gargamuni. And when he translates from 12 a.m. to 4:30 a.m., he was doing it in Vrindavan and whichever place he go, he have all the Goswami literatures. We have Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentaries. We have Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. We have Sridhar Swami's, everyone's commentary. And Prabhupada have a dictaphone and he takes a book and the Vishwanath Chakravarti's Thakur's commentary on that particular verse. And he says that. And after that, Prabhupada keeps the dictaphone. He takes his japa bag and chant one round. Just praying to Krishna to give the realization. Again, Krishna gives him some and he dictates. Again, he take another book. Again, he take a gap. Okay, again, he prays for some time. That's how he translates or writes the purport. It's not easy. Prabhupada didn't give the purports just like that. It was broken, and he took a lot of time to do it. So we should value it, right? How much Prabhupada has given us, and we don't even read it. So we have to fall in love with the scriptures. Once you develop that habit and you don't want anyone to read, you can do it alone. You can do it in the Veda base also. So it's a natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. We don't have to go to any Goswami literatures. Prabhupada has given everything in the capsule form. These Bhakti Vedanta purports are the devotional ecstasy of Prabhupada. So we should read it. Very difficult to obtain, but directly available in this age. Right? It said, Purva Janma Kritam Punyam Tada Srimad Bhagavate Labhe. So much punya is needed to get Srimad Bhagavatam. And it's not different from Sri Krishna. And Krishna, when he left the eternal abode, where did Dharma reside? That was one of the questions by the sages of Naimisharanya. 6 questions.
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam.
Srimad Bhagavatam, right? Krishne Swadhama Pagade Dharma Jnanadivih Saha Kalo Nashta Drisham Esha Puranarko Adunoditaha. So when Krishne Swadhama Pagade, when Krishna went back to his abode, Dharmam Jnanadivih Saha, Dharma and Jnana also left with him. And then where did they take shelter? Kalo Nashta Drisham Esha. It is in the Kali Yuga. The people can get Dharma or religion in Purana Adinota, in this Purana or Srimad Bhagavatam. So the Dharma took shelter in Srimad Bhagavatam. So it's like a sun which destroy all the darkness. Sabe Purushartha Bhakti Bhagavate Haya Prema Rupa Bhagavata Chariveda Kaya. Chariveda Dhati Bhagavata Maithilen Shukhe Kailena Parikshita. Bhagavad. Srimad Bhagavatam speaks of the highest goal of life, devotional services, and divine love of Krishna. According to all the Vedas, Srimad Bhagavatam is a very form of divine love. The 4 Vedas are like yogurt, but Srimad Bhagavatam is like butter. The churner of the butter is Shukadeva Goswami, and eater of the butter is Parikshit Maharaj. Same way, we also have Goda Gopala Nandana, right? That was Krishna milking and Arjuna drinking. The way the Gita Upanishad. So here, Shukadeva Goswami is churning, and who's eating the butter? Parikshit Maharaj. So it's a natural commentary on the Vedanta Sutra. We have like Garuda Purana. It corroborates Lord Chaitanya's reliance on Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. So he says, this Purana is perfectly complete. It is the purport of the Vedanta Sutra. Establish the meaning of Mahabharata, is a commentary on Gayatri, and completes the messages of the Veda. In the Sama Veda among the Puranas, spoken directly by the incarnation of God Vyasa, this work consists of 12 cantos, hundreds of chapters, 18,000 verses. It's called Srimad Bhagavatam. 18,000. So first it was actually 3 verses, the Chatusloki, 4 verses, and then slowly it is expanded to 18,000 verses. So that is Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay, this is just an extra points to know. Oh, this is what I was saying. The sloka 1.3.43. Krishna Swadhama Pagade Dharma Jnana Adivisaha Kalo Nashta Drisham Esha Puranarko Adinoditaha. Krishna Swadhama Pagade. This Bhagavad Puran is as plain as the sun. So Bhagavatam is compared to 4 things. What are they? Remember? One is sun, because it dispels all the darkness.
Lamp.
Mohini Murti.
Lamp.
Very good.
Mohini Murti, mango.
Mohini Murti, mango. Yes, very good. So Mohini Murti, why? Because it takes the Amrita and gives all to the devotees like Devatas. And then yes, it's mango, the ripened fruit, and lamp and sun. So the 4 things where Bhagavatam is compared to. And we should hear Bhagavatam like what? Which are the 2 birds or the
Chataka bird and swan.
yes. Why Chataka bird, Mataji?
Because it waits only for the rainwater. It does not take any
Yes.
stagnant or flowing water. So same
And
way we
swan?
also need to. Yeah, swan,
Swan?
because it discriminates between water and milk, like good and bad.
Yeah, so
It can take only the milk. It can, if water is mixed with milk, it can extract only milk and leave behind
and
water.
swan is seen in crystal clear water. You can't see swan in dirty places. So as Mata said, the Chataka bird, it just waits for the rain to come. It doesn't read, even if there is a lot of water, clear water in the river. I really don't know how that bird survives. Maybe it can collect and keep. If you see the beak, it has a beak like this now hanging. So it can collect, like a camel can collect it, the hunchback, something like that. It can collect. So the Chataka bird, it waits for the rain to drink water. So that means it waits, it wants fresh, clear water. I mean, fresh, new one. Doesn't want old stuff. So like that, Bhagavatam is so fresh, Nava Yamvanam Cha, that a devotee should be like a Chataka bird, waiting to hear only the nectar part of Bhagavatam, and there's nectar or from a devotee. Okay, like that. So that's one thing. And swan, yes, if you mix milk and water and give to swan, the swan can drink only the milk. So that means good and bad. So we extract good from Bhagavatam, not all the negative things. Oh, Ajamala did lot of sin in whole life. I can also do all the sin and that last chant Narayan and go back. No, that's not the thing. Or, take all negative things from Bhagavatam. Some are like that. So we should not be like that. We should be hear Bhagavatam like a Chatak bird and swan. And we should not hear like how? You should not hear like
Crow and
crow. Crow, why?
and crow because
Because it sits on the dirty place.
Yeah, all the filthy places,
Filthy
and that
place,
means
yeah.
yeah, so like some are like that, no? Even if all good things are there, they just still like a glass is half filled and they see like, oh, it's half empty. Something like that. A pessimist see only the negative things in Bhagavatam. Oh, Pandavas, they suffered so much. like that. Or Prahlad suffered so much. What is this Bhagavatam about? You know, something like that. So a crow is always the negative thing. And a mosquito. Now, a mosquito, even if it goes to the udder of a cow, it doesn't drink the milk. It drinks the blood only, right? So it's sitting on the udder of the cow. That's so much milk there. Still, it just takes the blood. So it means like a negative thing. So these two things we should not hear Bhagavatam like this. So okay, so Bhagavatam is person who have lost their vision due to the dense darkness of ignorance in this age of Kali shall get light from this Purana. Okay, so Krishna, when he departed to his own abode, he accompanied religion and knowledge. Both of them went. But in Kali Yuga, since we are in ignorance, Tamoguna, but the darkness will be dispelled. Same thing, no? Bhagavad Gita also, you remember any sloka related to this? Bhagavad Gita is also like that.
Yeah. Krishna says, Jnana Deepena.
Yeah, which is that sloka? The Chatusloki Bhagavad Gita 10.10.
10.11.
Teshamevanukampartam aham ajnanajantam nashayam atma jnanadipena bhasvat.
Yes, very good. So, Tesham evanu kampartam jnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavastu jnanadipena bhasvat. So, Krishna says, out of all the ignorance will be dispelled, and me, out of my compassion or the special mercy to show special mercy to the devotees, Krishna residing in our heart will destroy the darkness of ignorance with the torchlight of knowledge, which is Bhagavad Gita. So, like that same way, Srimad Bhagavatam is also like that, which dispel the dens of darkness in the ignorance in the age of Kali. And Krishna, Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. Also, Chaitanya Charitamrita says, Krishna tulya Bhagavata vipu sarvasraya prati shloke prati akshare nana arthakaya. Prati sloke prati akshare nana arthakaya. Every sloka, every word has multiple meanings. And Krishna tulya Bhagavata is equal. Srimad Bhagavatam is as great as Krishna, the Supreme Lord, and shelter of everything. In each and every verse of Srimad Bhagavatam and in each and every syllable, there are various meanings. So it's very important to learn Bhagavatam from the right Guru. So we are so fortunate to get Srila Prabhupada as our preeminent Shiksha Guru, because he have translated every word and each and every thing in Bhagavatam, and it made it so easy for us, right? So it's coming from the right parampara, right? So, because it has multiple meaning, you can misinterpret the Sanskrit verses, the slokas, the meanings, but then it comes from the right Guru, you can learn it in the right way. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is as great as Krishna and the Supreme Lord and shelter of everything. The greatest boon. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says it's a spotless Purana. There's no spot in it, nothing negative in Srimad Bhagavatam. And yet Vaishnavanam Priyam, it's very, very dear to the Vaishnava. So, Srimad Bhagavatam is as great as Krishna. So this third sloka says about the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, as well as why should we read Srimad Bhagavatam. So when you read Bhagavatam, what happens? All the material contaminations goes up. So nectarian juice or rasa of Srimad Bhagavatam is also explained. Rasa is a mellow of relationship or taste. And in mundane one, it does not endure, but in spiritual, it continues perpetually. Okay, spiritual rasas. So we know there are 5 primary rasas and 7 secondary rasas, total 12 varieties of rasa. So out of these 5, which rasas are not there in Vaikuntha? Is there only in Goloka?
Madhurya and Vatsalya.
Madhurya, Vatsalya, and little bit of Sakya.
Sakya.
In Vishnu, friendship is very rare. So, little rare. Okay, just say half. 2.5 rasas. It is said 2.5 rasas. Madhurya is completely with Radharani and the gopis in Goloka. And Valsalya. When Krishna came in the 4-handed form, the Chaturpuja form in the Krishna Janmastan, Did you all go? Did anyone go there? Went to Mathura, Krishna Janmasthan?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Yes,
Mataji.
Yes,
Mataji.
Mataji.
To see that jail and you go
Yes,
inside that tunnel thing and there's Krishna appeared there, so in that jail. So when he appeared in the 400 form, Devaki Mata and Vasudeva didn't feel that Valsalya ras, no? Because he's showing his Vishnu himself, Swayam Bhagavan. But then they didn't, that Valsalya ras was not pure. So it is seen in Goloka Vrindavan. So that one. And Sakya, more half, more in Goloka. So the 5 primary rasas, the 2.5 in Goloka. Goloka, all the 5. But Shanta, you can't see in Goloka. There's no Shanta ras there. Dasya, right, in friendship way, they become Dasyas also. But mainly 2.5 rasas is there. Raso Vai Saha. Krishna is the fountainhead of all rasas. What is Krishna's another name? Because he's the fountainhead of all rasas.
Raj, Rasraj Mataji.
Huh?
Rasraj,
Akhila
Akhila Rasamrita Murti.
Akhila Rasamrita Murti. Very good. Krishna is called Akhila Rasamrita. Akhila Rasa means all rasa. Murti is the epitome of all the rasas. That's why when you associate with Krishna in his holy name, Krishna with his prasadam, Krishna with his devotees, all this is Krishna only, right? Devotees are also representing Krishna. You remember Krishna when you see devotees, nice tilak and all that. Then Bhagavatam, then anything which remembers you about Krishna. It gives you rasa. It gives that happiness, no? Many of your family members like, what is this Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna? What are you doing full time into class and that and this and festival and what is this? And one of my friends is like, just now you finished one festival, again another festival. What is this? So it is said that we don't allow Krishna to go anywhere. And Krishna says, okay, I'm going, next month I'll come. Like, no, wait. This next festival is coming, next festival. So we keep Krishna engaged in our in with us. So it's so much susukam kartama is very joyfully performed. Why? Because that rasa is coming from Krishna. Because he's Akhila Rasamrita Murti. You associate with Krishna's holy name, devotees, form, name, pastime, qualities, you get that rasa. So that is needed. And relationship of the living entity with the world is temporary, but then in spiritual world it's permanent. And that rasa is present in Srimad Bhagavatam, which one relishes even at the liberated stage. O saintly king, I was certainly situated perfectly in transcendence, yet I was still attracted by the delineation of the pastimes of the Lord, who is described by the enlightened verse. It is said. So rasa is also described as Raso Vai Saha. The Supreme Lord is the reservoir of all pleasure. Okay, that's why we get that rasa. So even liberated soul gets that rasa. That's why Shukadeva Goswami was reciting Srimad Bhagavatam. So you can see when Shukadeva Goswami recited Bhagavatam to Parishit Maharaj, even this is Narad Muni, right, with Veena, and then Vyasdev, all of them are there, all exalted devotees. Why? Vyasdev is the guru of Shukadeva Goswami. Narad Muni is Param Guru. Why a guru and your Param Guru has to sit to listen to you? So once one devotee was saying, like, you all are becoming preachers now. And then you will have your students. In the sense, they are all learning from you. Now they'll become preachers tomorrow, right? They can become preachers. Now, when they take class, you should also go and listen. You should not feel, oh, she's my student and what will I listen from this person? So one great Vaishnava, he's a guru now, and he used to go and listen to every devotee who takes class and make notes. And so somebody asked, Prabhu, you're so senior and you made that person devotee and you're still listening to him. So that Prabhu said, I'm thinking, whenever I sit for any class, I'm thinking, what is this devotee who's a speaker going to tell me through, what is Prabhupada going to tell through this devotee to me today? In the sense, that person is not speaking. Actually, it's the Guru Parampara who's speaking through him. So the consciousness is so good that he's thinking that, what is this person Prabhupada going to talk to me about through this person? You know, when you listen to some lectures, there'll be some points for you, especially for you. It might be disturbing you or something you get the answer for that. And it'll be like for you, so especially for you, some points. So that's actually the Guru Parampara giving the answer through that devotee. It's not that devotee who's speaking. So that should be our conscious. So you can see Vyasdev also, Narad Muni also sitting and listening. So emanating from the mouth of Srila Shukadeva Goswami. Shukadeva Goswami is a liberated soul and is coming down in a bona fide descending succession, right? He's coming right from that source. So from parrot, right? He's a parrot. He became Shuka. So Shuka and Shari, two birds are there, parrots, and sweetness is even enhanced. So it became more sweet. So that's why, especially the Goas, any fruit, no, it is said that which is bitten by parrot is more sweeter. So sweetness is even enhanced, and did not just why is Shukadeva Goswami called as parrot is, it's not because he was repeating, a parrot repeats, no, whatever you say. It's not just he repeated whatever he heard from Vyasadeva. He repeated in such a way it was relishing for others. This is a Bhakti Shastri question for you. Like why Shukadeva Goswami was called as a parrot? That's not because he just parroted the Bhagavatam, but he presented with depth in his own realization, and he presented in an easily digestible format for everyone to relish. And it attractive to all class of men. He did not dilute anything, did not add anything. Prabhupada says, if you want to become a nice preacher, hear from me, hear from Prabhupada, hear from Krishna. When you keep hearing, you can take nice class. Okay, so you may read and everything, but it is volatile when you read and all. But when you keep hearing in nice attention, when you keep hearing, what happens, you can give direct nice class. Especially when you hear from Prabhupada, just have to vomit what you heard. Okay, so those who are preachers in this class, all of you should regularly hear Prabhupada lectures, at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes, Vanipedia, something. It is very nice, like when you hear from Prabhupada. So Shukadeva Goswami did not parroted the Bhagavatam, but he presented in a relishable way, easily digestible for everyone, and he did not dilute. It's attractive to all class of men, even children, everyone, any class of men were getting attracted to Shukadeva Goswami. So who should we receive Srimad Bhagavatam from? In disciplic succession, not from professional men. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is dealing with Devananda Pandit. So once Mahaprabhu was hearing Devananda Pandit, he was like a professional reciter. He was just reciting. And then what happened? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Srivas, right? Srivas was hearing that Bhagavatam and he went into ecstasy. And he fell down. Like when a pure devotee, Srivas is Narad Muni. When he heard Bhagavatam from Devananda Pandit, he fell down in ecstasy. And Devananda Pandit, he's a professional. He's not enjoying Bhagavatam. He's just professional reciter, and he thought he's a big reciter. And he saw Srivas in unconscious state. He thought he's just overacting. So he said his disciples, throw him out. So took Srivas and threw him out from the Bhagavatam area. And when Srivas came back to his consciousness, he felt so bad. Because he was in ecstasy. And they took it in a wrong way, and Mahaprabhu chastised Devananda Pandit for that. And later on, Devananda Pandit got the mercy of Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu released Srimad Bhagavatam after that. Okay, so you can see here, Devananda Pandit was a professional reciter of Bhagavatam, but Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not like this. So interpretation of it. So that is one pastime. And who should be here? It is said. Swarup Damodar Goswami advised to a Brahmana poet. Swarup Damodar Goswami and Shiva. I'll get back with this. I'm not able to recollect this. Yeah, that is Rasa Bas. There was actually any poem which has to be sung to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It has to go through Swarup Damodar Goswami. Nobody can compile anything and just directly go sing to Mahaprabhu. No, Mahaprabhu might get angry. So it goes through Swarup Damodar. Swarup Damodar is who in Krishna Leela?
Secretary of
Lalita Sakhi.
Lalita
Sakhi.
Yeah, he's a secretary, but he's Lalita Sakhi. So and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha Krishna combined, right? So it's Radharani. So Lalita is very close to Radharani. So everyone should go to Lalita Sakhi. Means Swarup Damodar first, recite the poem, and then only it will be taken to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when a Brahmana poet was very proud of his literature, so he went and compiled poem, and then he went to Swarup Damodar. But there was a lot of Rasa Abhas. So does anyone know what is Rasa Abhas? Rasa Abhas. No? Like for example, you say, instead of Lakshmi Narayan, you say Radha Narayan. Instead of Radha Krishna, you say Radha Narayan. How is it? There's a lot of Rasa Abhas. Radharani is in Madhurya Ras. Narayan is in Aishwarya Bhav. Lakshmi Devi is in Aishwarya Bhav. You can't combine. Lakshmi Devi is still doing tapasya. I think in Belvan. No? Somewhere she is staying.
In
doing
Belvan.
Belvan.
Belvan. Yeah.
Doing tapasya to enter into Rasalila. So there's a lot of difference, right? Lakshmi Devi is doing tapasya to enter into Rasalila. So just imagine. So this is what the question which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu put forward to Vallabhacharya. No. Vallabha Bhatta, who is Gopal Bhatta Goswami's father. Because Vallabh Bhatt were Sri Sambradayas, they were worshipping Lakshmi Narayan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaturmasya, when he went, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami was very small, that time Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked, who's great, Krishna or Narayan? They said Narayan. Everything is same and that is. But then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked one question. If Narayan is greater, then why is Lakshmi Devi still doing tapasya to enter into Rasalila, to know about Krishna? So why is Lakshmi Devi? So it's just for pastime. But yes, there is difference, right? Because that's Madhurya. So this poet mixed the rasas. He mixed Madhurya ras with Dasya, Sakya, and everything got mixed up. And Mahaprabhu won't like it. Yeah, Venkatapata. Yes, Venkatapata. He's Venkatapata, correct. Venkatapata is the father of Gopal Bhatta Goswami, right? And later on, Venkatapata surrendered and they also started worshipping Radha. So, as Bhakti, Vaibav questions like, what are the qualification of a speaker and what are the qualification of a hearer? Two things. Hearer should be anxious to hear. That is the first qualification. That's why Prabhupada got first and second initiation together. Prabhupada's guru said he likes to hear. Prabhupada likes to hear. Patient and submissive here, not asking or challenging questions. Submissive and patient. Great respect and attention in eagerness to hear. Like Gokarna, not Dundukari. Like Dundukari. So how he heard and got delivered. So Shushru should be Takshana, it is said, no? In the second sloka. Immediately, as soon as one attentively and submissively hears Srimad Bhagavatam, by this culture of knowledge, the supreme love is established within your heart. And one can elevate to Paramahamsa stage simply by agreeing to receive this message. So qualification of hearer is eager to hear. Tatra love, so much eager should be there to hear. Patient and submissive hearing. Attention, great respect and eagerness. Okay. And what are the qualification of from whom one should hear? One should hear with rapt attention from a real person. Then he can at once realize the presence of Lord Krishna in every page of Bhagavatam. The secret of knowing Bhagavatam is mentioned here. No one can give rapt attention who is not pure in mind. No one can be pure in mind who is not pure in action. And no one can be pure in action who is not pure in eating, sleeping, fearing, and mating. But somehow or the other, if someone hears with rapt attention from the right person, the very beginning, one can be assuredly seeing Lord Krishna in the person, in the pages of Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada says that you have to hear with rapt attention from the right person. Right person in the sense, a liberated soul, or who's coming from the parampara. Okay, that's why especially in temple, Bhagavatam classes are taken by initiated devotee. Why? Because that person, she or he, represents the Guru Parampara. You should have a Guru. Then you go for the Bhagavatam classes. Because it is said that it's not me who speaks. It's actually coming from the Guru Parampara. And what is the importance of this purports of Prabhupada? He is a person Bhagavatam. My purports are my devotional ecstasies. That's what Prabhupada says. In my books, the philosophy of Krishna consciousness is explained fully. So, if there's anything you don't understand, simply you have to read it again and again. I like this point actually. Sometimes, many of you complain, no? Mataji is very volatile, first sloka, second sloka, and then we forget the third. You come to third, again you forget the first. What to do? Prabhupada says, read again and again. That's it. Or you're not able to understand? Read again and again. That's the only thing. And by reading daily, the knowledge will be revealed. You may please me the most by reading my books and following the instructions there. Okay. So this is what Prabhupada, you can see the dictaphone and how he translated the whole Bhagavatam. Okay. It's not he who wrote. He also reads. So he meditates deeply before writing his devotional ecstasies. That's what one personal servant. Every time one of Prabhupada's disciples used to be awake, 12 to 4:30. They take turns because Prabhupada might need something. He has a small bell. He'll keep ringing. and the devotee has to go in. So one day, one devotee wants to know what is Prabhupada doing from 12 to 4:30 a.m. So he was checking on Prabhupada, and Prabhupada was translating. And every word he was chanting, again translating, again hearing from other lectures, and then from his guru. And then that's how Prabhupada translated, wrote the purpose. So if you don't understand, we have to just read it again and again. And glorification by Sri Sanatana Goswami in Krishna Leela Stava, glorifying Bhagavatam. They're out of topic, so just know what it is. Sarva Shastra Vipiyusha, Sarva Vedega Satpala, Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadya, Sarva Lokaika Prata, Sarva Bhagavata Prana, Srimad Bhagavata Prabhu, Kali Tvantodita Titya, Sri Krishna Parivartita. O Srimad Bhagavatam, O nectar churned from the ocean of all Vedic scriptures, O most prominent transcendental truth of all the Vedas, O you who have enriched with the jewels of all spiritual philosophical conclusions, O you who grant spiritual vision to all the people of the world, O life breath of the Vaishnava devotees, Sarva Prana His. O Lord, you are the sun that has arisen to dispel the darkness of Kali Yuga. You are actually Lord Krishna who have returned among us. Shri Krishna Parivartita, Sarva Shastra Pipiyusha, Sarva Vedega Satphala, Sarva Vedega, all the phala, the results of all the Vedas. Sarva Siddhanta Ratnadya, all the Siddhantas are there. Sarva Lokaika Dritpata, Sarva Bhagavata Prana, he's a most prana, in the sense who's the life breath of the devotees. Srimad Bhagavata Prabhu. Kali, okay, so in Kali Yuga, in the darkness of Kali Yuga, to dispel that, it has arisen as a sun. So once you know the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, you like to read it again and again. No? That's why Srimad Bhagavatam is very, very important. So the sloka is about Nikamakalpataror Galitam Phalam Shuka Mukat Amrita Travasamidam Vipata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhur Aho Rasika Pubipapuka. Okay, so this is the third sloka. You have to read the purport. So depth it is given, but you slowly you can understand. So first 3 verses has to be memorized in the first chapter. Okay. So Nigama Kalpatarur Galitam Phalam. It just understand the meaning, and it's very easy. Galitam Phalam. It's desired tree. I mean, it's the Vedic ripened fruit of all Vedic literature. Shuga Mugadamra. It has come from the lotus mouth of Shukadeva Goswami, and it became more sweeter. Pipata Bhagavatam, you have to drink through your ears. You have to keep hearing Srimad Bhagavatam with rapt attention from the right speaker, right source. Even liberated souls relish Srimad Bhagavatam. It became more sweeter. Okay. So actually, every sloka has to be taken detailed class, because so much explanations are there, to be done. So it's very important to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. So if you don't understand, again and again read, that's it. So one devotee was saying to me that it's good actually when you're forgetting Bhagavatam. You can read again. Sometimes you might get bored. Oh, I have read this 100 times. But then when you forget what happens, you can read it again and again. So then it will come. Slowly it will come. It takes time. It takes time. But just time is separating. Just take time. Initially, it's very difficult. But if you put effort, Krishna sees that. Okay. Anything else to add? Hare Krishna. Any comments or anything? Or any questions?
Hare Krishna Mataji, we were discussing in our BV group today. The open book assignment, is it an assignment or is it an assessment? Like, do we write it in front of you, or do we write it like how do we do it?
It is like this thing on a closed book exam. Like how you have the Bhakti Shastri in Zoom, you come. It's not open. Open book is not there actually in Vaibav. Not much important. Okay. Not now. Later on, we'll give the open book. First is closed book assessment. In the sense, once I finish chapter 1, then you can all prepare for the short questions and then come for the exam. Like that.
Okay, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. You can unmute.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, one question which we wanted to know, that there was one question which is the features of and the attributes. So is the same? It is the question features and attributes is the same. That question is there. So
Features and
in
attributes
the
of the
Bhakti
Lord.
Vikshavu, we were a little confused, so we thought we'll ask you today.
What are the?
I'll just tell you the question.
Mataji, first question: what are the three features
Features of the absolute truth listed in the puppet 1.1?
Yeah. The 7 features, no? In that, any 3 you can write.
That is one, no? So features and
Yeah,
attributes
same
is
thing.
the same, no?
Same.
No? Okay. Thank you. So much.
Usually, Mataji, we wrote in features Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagwan. We always wrote in features, so that was the
That's why we were a little
confusion.
confused. We were discussing today, Mataji.
No, that is the 3 levels of realizing the absolute truth. 3 levels, not features. Features is it's independence, swarat, then fully cognition, all that, no?
Okay.
All the 7 features.
Okay, 7 attributes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
attributes.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Hare Krishna. You don't just, I think this batch is fully exam oriented. No, don't be like exam oriented for Bhakti Vaibav. What happens when you become exam oriented is you tend to take only that answers. You leave the rest of the thing. No, don't do like that. So the whole Bhagavatam you read, the whole sloka, purports are important. Only if you mark the questions. What if I ask out of question bank? What if I'm not asking from the question bank?
Mataji, we did the question today, division, and then we read the whole shloka. We were reading a lot.
It can happen, no?
Correct.
So question bank is just for reference. No, I'm not scaring anyone, but I'm just saying, like, keep reading. Like, so sometimes we become like in professional college, I remember, we just have because much is there to read. You can't finish. Sometimes we can't read the whole chapter. We just take the essence, like, oh, this can come as a, old university question papers are kept, and then you take only the essence and study, so that at least we become exam oriented. We prepare only that part which is required. But now scriptures are not like that. So
Mataji, with Grey's Anatomy, we had a smaller book also to prepare for exam.
Yeah.
Everybody could read from Grey's Anatomy.
Theology and all, so much to read. I can't finish reading. So I used to have this question bank. Seniors used to give and study only the essence, no? Okay. So you all mark the attendance. So we'll go slow. No use running, because if you're not able to understand, then it's difficult. Okay. But then we have to finish out. I mean, we won't be up to the mark in the other batches. No, there's only one batch running now, senior batch. Now this is yours. This is another batch in English. Okay. Hare Krishna. I think we can end here.
Hare Krishna,
Mataji. To
Mataji.
have a breakout room. No? In between, we can have some breakout rooms. I'll see next time onwards. So that, yes, Deepti Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much for the wonderful session, Mataji. Thank you. Mataji, one request. Can you please add me to that group? I have sent a request, but admin approval is required. There is that group, no, for the question bank preparation of the questions.
It's already, for me also it's the same. I think it's already allotted.
Yeah.
It's already full.
It's already allotted. I also requested.
We got a bit late,
level 3 quizzes.
Yes,
no, it's already full actually. I never expected, because I posted in all the Bhakti Shastri batches and Bhakti Vaibav batches, and immediately within few minutes it was full, like 40 plus devotees joined, and all the chapters have been divided and given. So if more service, I'll definitely call you. Okay, include you.
Even I approach you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Same here, Mataji.
I didn't close my admin Nandita Mataji. She's very strict. So she's the one who's actually controlling everything. I just is a backup for her. So because Namish Prabhu wants all the MCQ questions for level 3, many are leaving on level 2 and all, because it's subjective. They wanted multiple choice. That's right. Okay. So
thanks,
anyone yet to get initiated here? There's one Suresh Mataji, Radhavalli Mataji, then who else? Radhika.
Akshita Mataji.
Yeah. Then Mandrida. So who else need to be initiated? Like others, I think Shri Priya Mataji, yeah, you're applying, no?
Yeah, actually, I want to know about IDC.
Yeah, IDC, I'm supposed to start this Monday, but then I spoke with Navanish Prabhu and he says, we're going to start something like an initiation course, so that it includes IDC, it includes many other things, like how to offer Bhoga, what are the Bhoga mantra, then Guru's Pranam mantra, and so many things. So we are making like a course which includes IDC also. So it'll be easy for you. And we are making questions now. We are collecting questions from all the initiated candidates, the interview questions, which you're going to have, so that we can prepare you better, in a better way.
And that is very much needed.
So you wait for some time.
Yeah.
But once the course is done, Prabhu will let us know, and then we can start then. We can include you all. Okay. Meantime,
Mataji, is it necessary to have a shelter first and then initiation? Or
yeah, shelter, and then after 6 months. So you apply for shelter. It's just a formality for paperwork, that your form has to go to the JPS office, and they see the date. It should be 6 months before, prior to applying initiation. It's just like shelter means the Shiksha Gurus keep watching you in a formally. Informally it's happening, but then just making it on paper. Okay.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, I'm Madhuri here. I have already applied for shelter long back, but I did not get any feedback.
No, shelter is nothing. You just submit the form and then we give it to the JPS office. Then you can go for initiation if your family is supportive and all that. You can do IDC. IDC you have done? Initiation.
Yeah, I have done, Mataji.
I suppose you have the certificate.
Yes, I have.
Then you can fill the initiation form. Just message me, Mother. I'll just give you the initiation form. If everything is okay with the family, then you can go ahead.
The family is only
Hare Krishna, Mataji, is aspiring compulsory?
Huh?
Is aspiring compulsory? Can we
No.
can we not go for shelter directly?
Yeah. Aspire is not actually, whoever is chanting 16 rounds need not take Aspire. Aspire is for less than 16. Less than 16 and not able to follow onion, garlic, tea, coffee, then you go for Aspire. Yeah, I know many Matajis have problem in home, husband and family. It's okay, that slowly Krishna will help. But then others don't have issues, then definitely go for initiation. Okay.
But Mataji, since we have also completed IDC, so can we also be a part of that group wherein we can also learn about the various things? Even still we are doing it at home, Bhoga, Mantra, Aartis, everything, but still, so that we can all
applying for initiation, then yes, I think all of you will be added.
No, Mataji, we have not applied for initiation due to family constraints.
I think that is why who is waiting for initiation. We'll see how it is. I don't know whether Prabhu will open it for everyone.
but we'll be getting notification of your initiation course.
Yeah, initiation course, but that is only for those who are applying for initiation. I'll check with Prabhu. I'm not sure. Just developing the course is getting developed. So we'll see.
There is something like Bhakti Sadachar for the other people, no? I mean, we are still doing it, but it's like only due to the family constraints we are not able to take the Diksha, you know. But we are following everything at home, yeah.
True, Mataji. I also say that.
It's okay.
We didn't have Bhakti Sadachar. When we joined, we didn't have Bhakti Sadachar. Our next batch had Bhakti Sadachar. So we missed that.
Still you can join Bhakti Sadachar, no problem. Some people think, it's just level 2. We are going from level 5 to level 2. No, Bhakti Sadachar is a different level, different way of learning things. So anybody can do this. Rakshita Mataji is also taking Bhakti Sadachar.
Sarita Mataji is also taking Bhakti Sadachar. Practice on Thursday.
Yeah, Sadachar can be done. Now, if you have the desire to get initiated, it's like you are already initiated. That is what my guru says. Like, that desire should be there to get initiated. Rest, everything is formal, just a procedure. But if you're really following and your guru and everything, then initiation is just a formality. But then if you're initiated and then you're not following the rules and regulations, then what is the use? No? It's offense to the guru. So at least shelter, you can all take shelter. Nothing changes after shelter, just the paperwork. Okay, I think we can end here. It's 9 o'clock. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.